No, are you familiar with what the real term sagwagon is? A real sagwagon is for...
Sounds offensive.
It just
No,
sounds
a
horrible.
sagwagon is like when you're in like a big like long distance running or biking race or something
Oh.
like that. It's the van that's following you with like supplies. And
So if you're
camping.
sagging
It's a sag
behind, it's a wagon that's gonna help you.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Yeah, I look like overly
It's
comfortable.
working for you.
overly comfortable. If he falls asleep, can we draw a mustache?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Several mustaches.
Is it working?
Hello,
Ooh.
everyone, and welcome.
Quite well.
We are glad you could join us for the last, hopefully, episode of Salt Marsh.
5 episodes later, the last one.
The last.
It could happen.
He's. I don't know. We're gonna die.
Well,
I just
maybe.
know it. Oh, here's your dice.
Thank you. These dice have been kind and evil all at once. Mostly unkind to me.
I think you should have the other ones.
I got new dice box.
You got new
You
dice?
did.
And no, a new dice box.
Oh, it is
It's all
different.
velvety.
I kind of missed it though.
Ooh.
I missed your other one.
I've still got it.
Does it muffle the sounds of the?
No, I don't roll
the
in there
clacks?
anymore.
Oh. I guess not.
No, I think it's worse.
No, when it hits the
It's
other
been
dice.
amplified.
You fool.
Oh dear. Well,
You killed us all.
I've made a huge mistake.
so my posture's going to be better today because my glasses are broken. They fall off if I look down. So
So you're not going to be looking down at the rest of us. You don't think you're better than us today.
I still think I'm better than you. Anyway,
I have
well,
a ring of protection. What does that mean?
It's a ring that protects you.
I'm sorry, I just realized I have this. If this was supposed to like be giving
Is
me
it
something.
+1 to armor class, probably.
I believe it was.
Oh, you already did that. Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm
plus one
sorry,
to your
guys.
bonus. To your
The
ace.
road is dangerous. Take this with you.
It's dangerous to
I
go
want it.
alone.
you ever seen
I want it. I want it. Oh, it's chipped.
It is.
I just watched that over
I'm
Christmas
so sad
vacation.
for you.
Actually,
It's okay.
That's great.
It was
I
given
was like,
to
what
me
was that
already
song?
chipped.
I had to show my brother-in-law.
Oh.
We are glad that all of you are hopping up, all three of you.
Dense.
And
It's dense.
we've been playing this campaign for about a year. So
This one?
it's coming up on a year. Pretty close.
Dance,
In May.
magic
Yeah.
dance.
Oh, wow.
Did you just start singing that?
No.
Mm-mm.
Who was anyone singing that?
No, but you're never gonna say no to David Bowie, but flat out. I'm getting images in my head and I don't want them there. Alright, so we are, if you haven't watched the previous episodes, that's okay, because we basically followed the entire book of Saltmarsh up to this point. There are 2 or 3 other little quests in this, some of them bigger and more terrifying, but we are sticking to the main story because that's kind of the theme that we've been going with. And
But we also
ironically,
did whatever
these
we
people
wanted.
just chose it. I know, crazy. But we're excited because now we're finally at the end. So we're gonna get started. I'm not sure what's wrong with me.
Just,
All right.
just
I
to
know.
be just to be perfectly clear, because I fact checked this, April 3rd would have been a year.
Oh,
April
okay,
3rd.
so we're
8
coming
months.
up.
9 months.
9 months.
Yeah, that's a baby. That's a baby.
Oh, it's our baby.
We birthed
This is your baby.
so much.
I
We birthed the salt marsh. That sounds horrible. The ghost of okay, so
it's
let's,
gone.
the baby.
Oh, my dice. Because he knocked the
Sounds
table.
like the remains of Taco Bell.
You grabbed it with your toes.
Because I
All
can't
right.
bend down.
Well, to the most dysfunctional group, let's begin. Alright, so the last thing that you did was report back to Ada Oland and the council of Saltmarsh, and it was enlightening to them. They were very happy with what you brought them. They're still very nervous because the Baron and Baroness are still alive. Well, you're lucky to be alive, to be honest. I mean, there were hundreds in there. And your full report essentially pointed out that they're going to need every bit of help that they can get. The Empire's presence, should be more than it is very slim. There are reasons for that. But nice. I appreciate the music there. Good. Anyway, so they're not exactly totally in, but there are a few soldiers that are kind of leading the charge, so to speak. The citizens of Saltmarsh have armed themselves with every bit of
We need some lightning flashing in here.
well, eventually we should start adding effects. But here we are. But that's where we're at. We've basically spoke to the group, and they asked you to join them in the final assault. Now that you've done your job, they're basically saying, one last job, please.
Join us in what might be known as the final order.
If it was an order, then yes, I guess. I mean, we're really pulling some strings here, but yes, in a way.
Hey, I am making all the Palpatine references that I can.
Well, I don't doubt that will happen. All right, so, okay. That was it. You guys, that was it. Did you agree? I think we did. That was
Yeah.
I remember.
final-
I feel like we did.
She had asked you because you were the captain,
Yeah.
and
You were the captain, but no longer.
Boom, boom.
Well,
You-
because he said she asked you because you were the captain.
Yeah.
That's what he
that's
said.
what you look like now. All right, anyways. So,
There.
Show the people
okay,
what it
everyone,
looks like.
Mr. Dory. We never got to Mr. Dory.
Oh, where did he come from?
Just keep swimming. Anyway, he's in a thing you never went to. All right,
Oh. Well, I'm glad we never went there.
the skies.
He's pretty hideous.
Where in the world did it go?
Hump? What hump?
Oh. Gotcha.
Oh, that is he is
All right.
probably
So-
my favorite character.
Oh, definitely. Hi. Well,
Roderick.
they were wrong then, weren't they? All right. Anyway, so the plan was to do a frontal assault. The humans, the people who can't swim underwater. This is what's been revealed to you now that you've made camp with the army. There's no. They haven't attacked yet. They're made a camp outside of the Sawagin fortress in the trees, so to
Mhm.
speak. And I mean, they know you're coming, kind of. I mean, they're not stupid, but they know that there's going to be something because you guys came in there, didn't do too much, attacked and left. I mean, they're kind of like something's going on. You know, who's going to invade the Sawagin fortress, kill a bunch of our men, and escape? There's clearly spies.
Crazy people.
Yeah, clearly crazy.
Special group with.
Wild shaped giant squid.
That was fantastic.
I
If
think
you
you
haven't
did.
seen the previous episodes, there was some really lucky and horrible rolls. Which
I think you
That's
can do that again.
right. I did do that. I
You
turned
You
into
can
an
do it.
octopus.
You can do it again.
Giant octopus. That was fun.
that was marvelous.
That
That,
was
came at the
fun.
perfect time. You guys were about to get swarmed. Anyway, with a lot of fear and a lot of things that got out of there. Anyway, so the plan is now, it's very simple. The people are going to attack by land. No more than like 200 humans, mostly villagers, fishermen, and a few militia that are
Oh, we go.
they're decent. Now that being said, you have to think about the world that we live in. This isn't just like a bunch of fishermen in medieval times. This is like fishermen in medieval times with horrible monsters and pirates and Sawagin and all sorts of threats. So most of the people can handle themselves in a fight to a point. They're not like trained martially, but simple weapons, to be more precise. But then more the councils actually showed up to lead them. The council is not just sitting back. There's a couple elderly in the council that aren't there, but you've got the peg leg guy. You've got, I mean, everyone is here. Like they're all just like we're doing this. We're gonna get killed completely, or we fight and win. And there were some aquatic people that were in the council, if you remember. The lizard folk have also joined. So you have a few, extra hundred odds and ends of
There we go.
groups. The ones who are aquatic are going to attack by the sea. So the idea is that you guys are all going to attack the front, and then the people are going to come by the sea after you've attacked. So it's going to be like a surprise attack, a pincer attack. That's the idea right now that's been thrown out. People are kind of like, yeah, let's do that. We don't really know what to do. The Empire's kind of standing back, You remember your good old pal Rupert Bogue.
That's the one that we
Thaddeus
shamed.
Bogue's son.
We shamed
Who
him.
has
Oh
been,
yeah, he was a
who
turd.
vowed revenge and all that.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, you made it seem like something bad was gonna happen, but
I
nothing
know.
happened.
You know, didn't have enough time. But anyway,
I mean, if he like does something horrible in this battle, I mean, to try to
Stab
get
somebody
revenge,
back in
we
the
are
eye.
going to.
well,
We're going to.
We
just,
don't kill you.
Yeah.
I'll never tell. Anyway, but the important thing is that he's there. We have your crew have joined you ashore. Your ship is right off the side of the coast. I mean, it's far enough away that they could get to it within like half a day. It's not so close that the Sahuagin are just gonna be like, "What's that? Let's get it." You know, it's protected.
Who's on board?
Just a few sailors, just kind of guarding it.
Did we have Doric come with
Doric
us?
is with you right now at the
I think
moment.
that's a good idea.
There's some planning that needs to be done.
So we're still in Saltmarsh.
No, you are.
Oh.
You have all left
Oh, okay.
Saltmarsh. There's a army base camp. Essentially, this is about to go down, and
They're gonna attack the city while
It's
everybody's out of it.
about to go down.
exactly, for lack of better words, and it's got that tension before battle, but also the desperation of city folk that are now out and about. The lobster ladies here with the bisque who's like serving the troops. I mean,
Ghosts of Saltmarsh. More like a Saltmarsh, am I right?
is this what Keith says?
That one wasn't very
if,
good.
this persuasion, if this persuasion doesn't land, they're gonna have negative effects. So I'm just kidding.
Or
Reduce
ooh,
morale.
He reduces morale.
Hi, Polecat Gander. Someone's on here.
Oh.
Well,
Orkney Islands.
Wow.
Isles? Orkney Isles. Is that a real place?
Please look that up.
Fact check.
We're not knowledgeable in the
No,
world.
no.
Actually, we're pretty good and well traveled, but I've never heard of Orkney. We're gonna find out right now if that's real. If it's not, I'm gonna be ashamed.
Google. Oh, it's in
How
Scotland.
dare you?
Scottish.
It's north
Wow.
of Scotland.
You're a
Oh.
Scottish chap. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Well, anyway, so
Not
enough of
twice
this.
if you have
Enough of
red
the
hair.
fluff and stuff. Down to brass tacks. There are people waiting, nervous
Stay from
at the
my
table.
If
There's the main tent. That
I
has
don't
a
want
bunch
to
of
work
the-
with other people. Let's just get rid of.
If you're north of Scotland, why are you here? It is so late. It's like 4 a.m.
Maybe
Wake it
he's
up.
like us, just some deranged. Just kidding. I don't know. I mean,
You know what, Polecat Gander, good on you.
we appreciate the earliness or lateness of your visit, and we're sorry for our.
And we love you.
No, I love you.
No. Me.
And we wonder why people leave. I wouldn't change a thing. All right, so
Let's continue.
all right, so you're in the main tent,
Don't
and there are a bunch of people, and we're all sitting around, and the table's set forth, and you see the lizard folk have laid out the same layout of the map that you guys had waterlogged a bit. It's still okay. Of the actual
We should have had it laminated.
right. I know it's retrospect, hindsight, 2020 fish.
Man.
I should have known we were going under the water.
You know, I missed a really good joke last week while we were last game while we were walking through, because it was the old lizard folk dungeon,
Domain.
lizard folk domain, right?
Yeah.
But the sagwagons were all reptiling all the rooms.
Oh my goodness! You must have been just dying to get that one out. How did? When
That
did
probably
this?
kept you up, didn't it?
I'm sorry. This is important. When did this come to you? Was it like middle of the night? No.
No, but
Like you wake up into like a sweat.
Reptiling.
Your wife's like, "What's wrong with you?" Reptiling.
about 10 seconds ago.
You could have barded it and like lied about it. All right. Anyway, back to it. Zoop. Okay. Seriously, we want to get some stuff done. I think
Do
we just
we?
had a stroke. What did I just say?
I wanted to do this stuff.
Seriously though, let's get to it. So,
I'm gonna
That's
have to
what
go
I'm trying
back
to
and play back.
I really think my words just came out.
Okay, we're making a plan. You guys are going here. We're going here. Let's do this thing. I
Let's
don't know.
kill all the
Okay,
things.
so here's what it looks like.
Kill all the things.
Mhm.
So Doric was a military man, and he
Not a
knows,
very good one. He lost our horses.
No, what? Again, Minotaur.
Freaking Dorkin.
So-
Am I right?
So he has been
He will
talking.
never let that down.
He has been talking because that's what Doric does.
Mhm.
He basically said that he could help lead a flank to the right of the like an attack a small group of soldiers.
He wants to leave us?
He wants to help fight. He knows what he's doing somewhat.
He didn't wanna be
you
in the
can
army.
choose not to do these things. This is what he's decided he wants to do.
He wants to leave.
Nelsio, no, he wants to. No,
I know, that's all
he
I
wants
got.
to stay on the ship, is what he'd really prefer to do. Because he's second in command.
Now,
If any of us die, he gets the ship.
Now,
Pretty
Alston,
good deal.
you know we have no obligation to these people, and we have a ship right out there.
And lots of money.
Yes,
And lots of
you
money.
can leave. That is within
And
your
we
power.
could take all of that money and have such a big party.
And invest in real
One
estate.
big party. The deal
One
will
big
never
party
stop
before
us
we
now.
go off to college.
You know, I see the merit in your argument.
Realistically, though, think about it, and I'm saying this as not just a DM, but as a storyteller, and how this is actual people. These are your people. Do you want to actually be a part of this battle? They look like they have it, somewhat. You guys gave them a lot of information. They did offer you coin, but they
How much?
also they haven't
We've
told you
gone
now.
totally off the rails
Yeah.
from when we started this game. It's like, hey, we're hired. We're gonna look at this house. Where's the money?
Yeah, now it's turned into a bit more.
We're
piracy.
pirates now.
Yeah, we flat out have gone down that road. That's where we're at.
I have a dragon.
His
A
name is
sea
Captain
dragon.
Dreadclaw. I mean,
Yeah,
can
that's
it get
pretty
much
rad.
more
Well, I
piratey than that?
mean,
He has a hooks on all of his fingers. He's
That he
bent
can
them.
grab and kill people just by holding them
yeah.
and screaming at them.
But the point is, you guys are making a decision to fight, potentially die, in a battle, and you know what they're like. So, is this something that you want to be a part of?
Yeah.
We already decided we were.
I'm letting you know there are other epic options, but that I'm not saying like if you don't do this it derails everything because I plan for everything that you guys do now.
Everything you say.
No,
Don't
I start digging.
dang it! the mole people attack.
I jump ship and I fight with the Sawagi.
Okay,
Well, we know that's gonna happen.
I want to rule Salt Marsh.
I can actually see that.
it's happened. It's happened. All right, so the council's meeting. They are discussing plans. As you walk to the table and you hear Doric offering, well, see, I can definitely go around the side there and get a bunch of the men and do a proper flank, and it'd be pretty good. We could cut into them pretty deep.
Ready?
That's
Ready?
what you
Ready?
came in. That's
Freeze.
Why did we all freeze?
I don't know because it was fun.
All right, cool. All right, you're not wrong. All right, so that's what you come into.
We're ambushing them, right? That's the
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
And Ada says, as you ask that question, she's like, well, yeah, we're trying to draw them out as much as we can because if we can get them out of there, we can fight them. But if we fight them in their halls, they're going to kill us immediately. If we can draw them out into the open with a small force, they might think they can overtake us, then well, perhaps we have a bit more of a chance.
I see.
So who's drawing them out?
Well, we are do.
The main body.
Oh.
The humans.
Oh.
Saltmarsh.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see what you mean.
I was like, wait, did we sign up for this?
And she says,
There you go.
well, people with your steam, we did not expect you to join the rabble and fight, but
Rabble.
we could definitely use your expertise.
I think we should go inside.
Subterfuge.
Yeah, let's do that.
We know how to get in the back.
Mhm.
if
We
that-
could go back inside while they're out fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
no, yeah. We could blow it up.
She says, well, we could attack, but
Does anybody have any like?
Fireballs.
Why don't we just knock down the old lizard folk fortress and trap them all inside?
I could
That's
cast
what I
fear
think.
on the
That's a
fortress.
good idea.
We need to
whole
find some explosives. That's what we're gonna
all
do.
200 roll for intimidation.
We could go in there and we could like set all the, you know, whatever, and then explode it. And I mean, do they really want to go back into this place? No, they're not going to want to go back in here, right? Who cares?
Who knows?
Burn
They
it
could
to the
love.
ground.
They could love the redecorating.
But it like shows like them like killing things, right? Doesn't it show pictures or is it just colors?
Well,
The tiles.
they're colored.
Oh well, we know what they mean.
They're blue. Shades of blue. All right. So there's definitely a bit of a stir. People are discussing what's going on, but they approach you, the whole council. They get closer to you and they say, "Well, if you are interested," and this is a person you haven't really spoke to before. His name is Scarin, Wave Chaser.
Scaring what?
The waves.
The waves.
We can only have one Joker in this group anymore, and it's chaos. Anyway, he has short silver hair. He's tall. He's lean. He's tan. He
He's
comes
dreamy.
forward. He says, "Well, it may not be something that you might consider, but a bit of subterfuge could go a long way. If you could get the front gate open, then we would have a good chance of pouring in with many lives
Is
spared."
that the one that we broke?
No, that was the back one. That's the one that the aquatic attack force essentially is moving in. They're going to be attacking that direction
Oh,
because
okay.
they probably think that one's pretty open at this point. But honestly, it's not safe either way because they probably fortified a bit too. But that's kind of what they're thinking is that subterfuge would be best for your expertise. That being said, you can also join the main force and fight the battle. You can join the aquatic team. You can get in your ship and leave. I mean, there's really
Seems
no
like
wrong.
He's mentioned that quite a few
I know,
times.
right?
It's like that's what we
I'm
should
just letting you
do.
know. There's literally
He wants us to leave.
sky's the limit. Ask me questions. Like I could tell you more, but
Should we
they're
leave?
offering you to tell what you're interested in doing. Nothing you do is safe. I'll just say that.
Nothing.
You could dig a hole and bury yourselves. I guess.
Well,
Take
that's not safe because I would suffocate.
You're enough.
you maybe.
Learn to breathe.
All right.
They're looking at all of you for some kind of help because you are the most capable. You are heroes to the commonwealth.
I'm going to become a giant octopus again.
Right now
No.
in the tent, just like we're all planning. Just turns into
Right now.
everyone just attack. I wanted to know.
No, I'm saying this is what we could do. Where
Okay.
is it? Where's my list? I had a list.
Oh my.
I have lists of animals.
So as you're talking, Anders
Where did
Solmar,
they
the one
go?
who's the young, merchant, essentially that's kind of been one of the people you've spoke to the most. Anders comes up and he's fully dressed in fine plate armor. Looks like he used some money to buy some expensive equipment, and he's going to be leading the militia, essentially, like the main force. Not so much like there's going to be a main force up front that's going to be fighting the hardest enemies. Then it's going to be the weaker people behind, so they're not just like slaughtered immediately. Send it to peons first. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
definitely.
they're called pawns for a reason.
I know. Well, in this case, they're trying to protect their people as much as they can, but they know that the first militia is pretty much going to be wiped out, and he's leading them like up front, and everyone's against it, but he wants to be. the
I
one
would
that leads it.
argue we pick the choice that keeps us out of conflict.
to keep us out of conflict.
I think we should just kill the Night King right up front and make it easy.
You know what? I think that's right. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Where's the Night King?
The Night King it is. Let's go to the north.
Okay, I'm thinking that we really should. I mean, I don't want to be up in like the front lines.
I'm not suggesting run away.
I think that we
But-
should
Yay!
sneak in, go
Yeah.
kill the Baron and the Baroness, or
So for your
I still think we should collapse the whole thing on top of them.
for your
I'm not ruling
enjoyment,
that out.
there is, and I will tell you this: there are things
Who
called
has-
victory points. This is going to be a battle, just like any battle. Certain things get you more points. The
What
more
level
points
are
you-
we?
The more
7.
points you get, the better your victory. You have options, and I'm going to tell you what they are just because it's a mechanic that we're going to be using. There's Spheric Victory, less than 50 victory points. There's Victory, which is 51 to 125, and then Total Victory. And there are different things that happen based off of that victory. So, also with rewards, also with punishments, also with other things. There's definitely some bad things, good things that can happen. If you kill certain people, it gets you more. If you do things stealthily, or if you, it has a lot of things that you could do.
Mm.
That being said, what you decide, I will tally them up during, and whatever happens, happens. But we should get going on it.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
I mean, you're talking to the council. What are your characters saying?
Do we know of another way that we could get in
Other than
besides the
back.
one that we blocked off? Or should we go in that way again? Trying to find.
It's up to you.
Well, that's where the water force is going. Yes.
Yes, they have the aquatic force that's going to be attacking, but they're attacking second. They're not attacking first.
Do we have like a map?
You do.
Like that we can see like the outside?
Well, kind of. Yes.
Well, show us. Because we can't really plan if we don't have a map. I can't see it
Yes, you can.
in my
Alright.
mind.
So this is kind of the outlay of the land. I'm holding this up so you can all see it.
I can't see it.
That's what it looks like.
And then this is where we're going?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a little stretch of land that is leading to
Do
it.
we want to show the viewers?
I will.
I don't think it's gonna.
It probably won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's anyway. It's basically a long stretch
You'll
of land
post
that
it somewhere.
goes towards. I will. I'm gonna make it look a little bit nicer than that. But that ends up at this tall.
Oh, so there
tower.
is land. I thought it was just an island.
It's mostly an island, but they've
Oh.
dug up a little bit. It looks like they were using it for construction purposes. They weren't quite thinking you were going to attack.
Oh, they're just trying to build a home.
So that they
I'm not
submerge
feeling any
most of it.
sympathy
They're
towards
like
them.
water ants.
I know they are. Okay,
Water and
so
lizard people fish.
and okay, so where's this forest that you're talking about? This
It's off it's to the sides and everything like that.
oh,
Yeah.
down
Oh,
here.
you know what you do with an anthill?
Down here?
You pour
But wait,
alu-
you said
hot
that's
aluminum
where
in
that's
it.
where we are right now.
Yes.
Oh,
Kill all
well.
the ants
So
instantly
where are
and
they?
have a
They're going.
really
They're
cool
charging
sculpture.
this way.
Yeah, they're gonna be trying to
The
get
main
them to
force.
draw
They're
out
gonna
to
get-
the.
Okay, and then everybody else is hiding,
100,000
and they're trying to get
gallons
them to
of
come
aluminum.
this way.
Yes, there's gonna be.
So they're, like,
flames on it.
funneling them
For
in?
that fortress.
Yes,
Okay.
their idea is to like it clearly is to
100
funnel
million.
you into them, but if you
So
can get them out.
maybe our idea is to
The
get them
bears.
out even more.
What was that?
Like we can like get them out and then like block them from getting back in,
Definitely, that's
and then we
part
can
of
blow up the land bridge.
the, well, that's
I really want to blow something up. Can we blow something up?
Who's got explosives?
Do we have alchemists?
there are some alchemists.
Yay!
I do have some alchemy powder.
I have poison.
I'm an alchemist now too.
I also have an alchemist.
Oh, here you go. You can have this back.
Thank you, darling. Anyway, so did you guys see it? Did you?
I did.
Pizza!
All right, good. All right, well then, so
I have a poisonous flower.
good. That will come in handy.
That's right, you do. I remember that.
Because didn't I try to kill you or someone on